Let us talk about animal production and management. Animals provide food like meat, milk, and eggs. They also provide materials like leather, wool, and manure. Understanding how to raise and manage animals is essential for your exams. This is topic 6. We are discussing animal production and management. By the end of this lesson, you will understand the classification of farm animals, systems of animal production, animal breeding, animal nutrition, animal health and disease, management practices, and how to answer exam questions. Take your notes. Let us go. First, what is animal production? Animal production is the branch of agriculture that deals with the raising of animals for food, fiber, work, and other products. It is also called animal husbandry. Animal production involves breeding, feeding, housing, and caring for animals. It includes the production of cattle, sheep, goats, pigs, poultry, rabbits, and other livestock. It also includes beekeeping and fish farming. Now let me explain the classification of farm animals. Farm animals can be classified by their digestive system, their use, and their habitat. By their digestive system, animals are classified into ruminants and non-ruminants. Ruminants have a stomach with 4 compartments. They chew their cud. They can digest fibrous plant material that humans cannot eat. Examples include cattle, sheep, and goats. Non-ruminants have a single stomach. They cannot digest fibrous plant material as well as ruminants. Examples include pigs, poultry, and rabbits. By their use, animals are classified into dairy animals, beef animals, poultry, and others. Dairy animals are kept for milk production. Examples include cattle, goats, and sheep. Beef animals are kept for meat production. Examples include cattle, sheep, goats, and pigs. Poultry includes chickens, turkeys, ducks, and geese kept for meat and eggs. Others include rabbits for meat, bees for honey, and fish for food. By their habitat, animals are classified into terrestrial and aquatic. Terrestrial animals live on land. They include cattle, sheep, goats, pigs, poultry, and rabbits. Aquatic animals live in water. They include fish, shrimp, and crabs. Now let me explain the systems of animal production. There are 3 main systems. The extensive system, also called the traditional system, allows animals to roam freely over a large area. They find their own food. They are not given any supplements. This system requires a large amount of land. It is cheap because there are few inputs. However, productivity is low. Animals are exposed to diseases and predators. They do not grow quickly. The intensive system, also called the modern system, keeps animals in confined spaces. They are given complete feed. They are protected from weather, diseases, and predators. This system requires a small amount of land. It is expensive because of the cost of feed and housing. However, productivity is high. Animals grow quickly and produce more meat, milk, or eggs. The intensive system is used for poultry, pigs, and dairy cattle in developed countries. The semi-intensive system is a combination of extensive and intensive. Animals are allowed to graze during the day and are confined at night. They are given some supplemental feed. This system is common in many developing countries. It balances cost and productivity. The choice of system depends on the type of animal, the available land, the capital available, and the market. Now let me explain animal breeding. Animal breeding is the process of selecting animals with desirable traits to be parents of the next generation. The goal is to improve the herd or flock over time. Desirable traits include high milk yield, fast growth, high meat quality, disease resistance, and good temperament. There are 2 main methods of breeding. Natural breeding uses a male animal to mate with females. This is the traditional method. It is simple and cheap, but the farmer has less control over which animals mate. Artificial insemination, or AI, involves collecting semen from a male and inserting it into the female's reproductive tract. AI allows the farmer to use semen from superior males. It prevents the spread of diseases. It allows one male to father many more offspring. But AI requires training and equipment. There are 2 main systems of breeding. Inbreeding is mating closely related animals. It increases the chance of passing on desirable traits, but it also increases the chance of passing on harmful traits. Inbreeding can lead to reduced fertility and vigor. Outbreeding is mating unrelated animals. It introduces new genes into the herd. It improves vigor and fertility. Most farmers use outbreeding. Crossbreeding is mating animals of different breeds. The offspring, called crossbreeds, often have hybrid vigor. They grow faster and are healthier than purebreds. Most commercial animals are crossbreeds. Pure breeding is mating animals of the same breed. It maintains the characteristics of the breed. Purebreds are used for breeding stock. Now let me explain animal nutrition. Animal nutrition is the study of what animals eat and how they use nutrients. The 6 classes of nutrients are water, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Water is the most important nutrient. Animals can live longer without food than without water. Carbohydrates provide energy. They come from grains, grasses, and roots. Proteins build muscles and other tissues. They come from legumes, oilseeds, and animal products. Fats are concentrated energy. They come from oilseeds and animal fat. Vitamins and minerals are needed in small amounts for body functions. Feed is classified into roughages and concentrates. Roughages are high in fiber and low in energy. They include grasses, hay, and silage. Roughages are the main feed for ruminants. Concentrates are low in fiber and high in energy or protein. They include grains, oilseeds, and commercial feeds. Concentrates are given to growing animals, lactating animals, and non-ruminants. Now let me explain animal health and disease. Healthy animals grow faster and produce more. Common diseases of farm animals include bacterial diseases, viral diseases, parasitic diseases, and nutritional diseases. Bacterial diseases include anthrax, brucellosis, and tuberculosis. Viral diseases include foot and mouth disease, Newcastle disease in poultry, and African swine fever. Parasitic diseases include worms, ticks, lice, and trypanosomiasis. Nutritional diseases include bloat, milk fever, and ketosis. Signs of sick animals include loss of appetite, fever, coughing, diarrhea, weakness, and unusual behavior. Sick animals should be isolated to prevent the spread of disease. Prevention is better than cure. Prevention methods include vaccination, good sanitation, proper nutrition, quarantine of new animals, and regular deworming. Now let me explain management practices for farm animals. These are the daily activities that keep animals healthy and productive. The first practice is housing. Animals need shelter from sun, rain, wind, and cold. Houses should be well ventilated, dry, and easy to clean. The second practice is feeding. Animals should be fed a balanced diet. Clean water must be available at all times. The third practice is healthcare. Animals should be vaccinated, dewormed, and treated when sick. The fourth practice is hygiene. Pens and houses should be cleaned regularly. Manure should be removed. This reduces disease. The fifth practice is record keeping. Farmers should keep records of births, deaths, weight gain, milk production, and treatments. Records help farmers make better decisions. The sixth practice is identification. Animals should be identified with ear tags, tattoos, or brands. This helps keep track of each animal. The seventh practice is weaning. Weaning is separating young animals from their mothers. It should be done at the right age to avoid stress. The eighth practice is castration. Castration is removing the testicles of male animals not used for breeding. Castrated males are called steers. They are calmer and grow faster. Their meat is better quality. The ninth practice is dehorning. Dehorning is removing horns from cattle and goats. Dehorned animals are less likely to injure each other or the farmer. The 10th practice is routine health checks. Farmers should check their animals daily for signs of illness. A common exam question asks you to classify farm animals by their digestive system. Here is a sample answer. Ruminants have a 4-chambered stomach and chew their cud. They can digest fibrous plant material. Examples include cattle, sheep, and goats. Non-ruminants have a single stomach. They cannot digest fibrous plant material as well. Examples include pigs, poultry, and rabbits. Another exam question asks you to compare extensive and intensive systems of animal production. Here is your answer. The extensive system allows animals to roam freely. It requires more land but fewer inputs. Productivity is low. The intensive system keeps animals confined. It requires less land but more inputs like feed and housing. Productivity is high. The choice depends on the farmer's resources and goals. Another exam question asks you to explain artificial insemination. Here is your answer. Artificial insemination is collecting semen from a male animal and inserting it into the female's reproductive tract. It allows farmers to use superior males. It prevents the spread of diseases. It allows one male to father more offspring. However, It requires training and equipment. Here is what you need to take away. Animal production is the raising of animals for food, fiber, and work. Ruminants like cattle and sheep have 4 stomach compartments. Non-ruminants like pigs and poultry have 1. Extensive systems use more land and fewer inputs. Intensive systems use less land and more inputs. Animal breeding improves the herd through selection. Artificial insemination is a modern breeding technique. Animal nutrition requires water, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, and minerals. Disease prevention includes vaccination, sanitation, and good management. Management practices include housing, feeding, healthcare, hygiene, record keeping, and weaning. Practice these concepts. When you have them down, move to topic 7.